Well, good evening, everybody. This is Rich, the Suffolk Crunch. We are live. It is just gone 9 p.m. Sunday evening. Tuba Akpom. The saga is finally over. He's signed for the Blues on a season-long loan. Quickly, we will go for 200 likes on this video. I'm not going to hang around long. I'll probably be here 5 or 10 minutes. So if you're in the chat, get involved with any questions or any comments. There he is, Richard Chandler, in the Lake District, enjoying his holidays. Hopefully you're having a good time, Rich. Good evening, Daniel. Lovely jubbly. The Suffolk Crunch is sponsored by Bad Shirt Club. Get your bucket hats, your jackets, your shirts, and head over to the website and use the code TSC30. Anyone else in here? Who is in here? Tuba Akpom. It's literally been a saga for a week, and finally Town have sealed the deal. Just before 9 tonight, it was announced. Good evening, Matt Stannard. Hope you enjoyed the 100. Akpom, you're my Akpom. Scoring goals for Ipswich, scoring them for fun. Akpom, you're my Akpom. Scoring with his left and right. You've got to get the end right. You've got to get the end right there. Good evening, David Burgoyne in Ireland. David Prince. Dino, Harry, 1985. Yes, all right. Let's all calm down on a Sunday night. Nigel Cross, Neil Fay, The Shy Shark, 1962. Ashton, 520. Good evening to everybody. I'm looking a bit tanned, aren't I? I've been reffing this afternoon and yesterday, and it was bloody boiling. 100 was good, but absolutely fried. Yeah, it was a bit warm. Daryl Hughes, I missed it totally. Glad this notification came up. Mark Eagle says about time. Adrian says Akpom, good signing. Connor plays golf, says took its time. Daniel Bradish paying 60% of his wages. Birmingham only offered 50. I've just literally, I see. Thank you very much, David. I was just reading on Those Are Days with Phil. Obligation to buy, I think, for 7 million if Town are promoted. John Bargu, good evening. Hopefully I got that right. Neil Fay says hit the like button, everybody. We've nearly hit the target, right, for yesterday's Saturday sit down. I went for 300 likes and we are literally about 6 away. So if you haven't watched that, go across and hit the like on that. RTFC Mad says, does he start ahead of Hurst? Ben's Life, good signing. We needed that right side status reinforced. Does he start ahead of George Hurst? I think it offers competition, which we need, and we are lacking in certain areas. Does it mean another striker coming in? Does it now mean Ali Al-Hamadi maybe going out on loan? I don't know. You know, it's a good signing. You know, he's done it in this league, Golden Boot winner. We've got 2 out of the last, I think, 3 seasons Golden Boot players now at Portman Road with Akpom and obviously Sammy Smodics. Richard Chandler says, another centre midfielder, and then we are ready. Akpom can play as a 10 or a 9. Really good addition. I see like a lot of his goals for Borough in the penalty box. A lot of headers. Don't score many headers. Stephen says, evening, Rich, great signing. Neil says, try him in the Bromley game. David says, we still need a left-back, centre midfielder and a right-back. Christopher Gummer will make his debut versus Southampton, a tricky game. Good evening, Sarah. Hope you're well. Wondered if this was going to happen. There he is, the legend Mike Baker. Hope you're good. Lucas, can you do a shout-out to my friend Mike Hawke? It's his birthday. Happy birthday. Number 8 shirt, still available. Hope there's something in the pipeline, says Daniel. Mike says he loves this. I think we all love it. You know, it's a Sunday evening. I've just had a barbecue. Lovely barbecue. Steak was chef's kiss. So I got that down me, just done the washing up, and there it was. Some late Sunday evening transfer business. So shout out Mark Ashton for getting this over the line. But we need more. We definitely need more. In players in the building, I think is the phrase. Anyone watching, did they watch any championship games this weekend? Bristol City, obviously the standout result, 4-1 away at the Blades. Shout out to Sheffield Wednesday today, put up a really good display, and shout out to their fans for protesting and coming in 5 minutes late. And it was brilliant to see the Leicester fans applauding them all in. And then Barry Bannon, when he let his team down. They were 1-0 up, then it was 1-1. He got 2 yellow cards, and a late winner. Wout Faes for Leicester. Rich says, Young at right back is more than good enough. I still think Hackney will be a Town player by the end of the window. Adam Cornish, sure there is things happening quietly. I think there's no Premier League bids in for Hayden Hackney yet. So Town's offer is still on the table, I believe. R says, hard day at work today, made my weekend. Jonathan String says, he's on loan, Jonathan. He's with an obligation to buy for 7 million if we get promoted. Adrian, yes. Well played Millwall yesterday. Agent Manning, 1 game in at Norwich, 1 defeat. Well done, Liam Manning. Grizo 211. Good on you, Mark Ashton. Peter Foy, Akpom, great addition for Ipswich Town. Spicing up the competition with, I don't think Ali Al-Hamadi, Pete, is competition. With George Hurst, yes, I think Ali might go out on loan. Kieran says happy with his signing. Neil Fay, with Slicker out on loan, do we keep Muric? I think there's interest. I think it was maybe Italy with maybe a 10 million option to buy. I mean, we'll be rubbing our hands together if we get 10 million for him. Neil said, Neil Barley, fantastic news. Had a great night in my local in Norwich Friday when our pen went in. Sarah says she spent the weekend in Norwich. Happy Millwall fans. David says, how do you think we'll do on Sunday? Let's just look at 1 game at a time, David. We've still got to play Bromley. And I know it's not high on our, obviously, our list of priorities this season. But I think it's a game that we look to win. We haven't had a win. We've won 1 game this calendar year. It was Bournemouth away. So I think it's important. Interesting to see what the team is. Interesting to see what young players get a go. I think definitely Cam Humphrey starts. Maybe Finn Barbrook gets a go. We'll have to wait and see. Jonathan says Como are after Muric. But everybody, we must be happy tonight. We've signed Tuba Akpom. Pete says Barbrook to start against Bromley. See what he's about. I think he gets a game. There's probably Kit Pray gets a game. Birmingham fan in the chat. Good evening, stand for the truth. As a Blues fan, I'm glad Ajax never forced Akpom to sign for us with cash up front. He was very good before in 2023. His value was 12 million 2025. It's 7 million. It's Akpom's last chance. Look, he obviously went to Ajax, didn't really set it alight. Then he went to France. They loaned him out. So, good evening from Nigeria. I bet it's warm in Nigeria today. I don't think Muric has gone yet, Matt. Not that I've seen just yet. Somebody check that. Check that R.I. Muric is still a Town player, because I think he still is. Yeah, look, Akpom, what? He's 29. He had a very good season. Christopher Gummer, would you start with Chaplin on Sunday versus the Saints? I'll answer that in a minute. James Garage, so happy to see Tuba join. Was beginning to think it wasn't going to happen. Now just after another playmaker in midfield. Any thoughts on who could come in? Rich, evening from Ohio. Wow, we are global. Daniel says, yeah, Muric is still a Town player, unfortunately. Christopher, right. Would I start with Chaplin? Possibly. I think he knows that 10 role better than anybody at the football club. He knows the patterns of play. He knits it all together. And I thought when he came on Friday, I thought he looked fairly good. So, yeah, possibly. Playmaker in midfield, says James. Well, look, you've got Hayden Hackney. Jason Knight, I think, very good player at Bristol City. You've got Josh Brownhill still available. Tell you a player I've always rated. Hang on, we'll just read these comments. Sarah says, saw we had been offered 8.5 million for Muric. Bite their hands off for that. Muric is still here, says Rich. He's a much better keeper than a lot of our fans give him credit for. So plenty of suitors will make the money back we paid on him. Pete says, where else do Ipswich need to strengthen? We'll go back to the midfield. Salsalo are set to secure Ipswich Town goalkeeper Aro Muric on a paid loan with an option to buy for 10 million. RTFC mad. No, I wouldn't take Calvin Phillips back, mate. I'm sorry. Wasn't great, was he? Steve Latimer. Finally got him, man. I hope he was worth it after all that saga. Great signing. Well, I'm pretty sure 3 more players in after that would be business done. Akpom could start on Tuesday. Well, Gus Hamer, he'd be a fantastic signing, Dan, but I probably think if he's going to leave Sheffield United, he'd probably go higher, possibly Premier League, like a promoted team. It wouldn't surprise me, like a Leeds, maybe. I think Muric had faults, but remember our midfield let us down last season with teams driving through. Good evening, Lee Bayliss. Looking forward to seeing you at Preston in a couple of weeks' time. David Prince has stolen my thunder. He's put Scott Twine looks good again. Anybody that knows me, Dominic, do you think Akpom will start with Hurst or rotate? Hurst will be the 9 to start with. We will wait and see. But obviously, it looks like Amari's going to go. It looks like Nathan Broadhead's going to leave. So you've got a couple of spaces there, different sides of the pitch. Wait and see. David Prince. Right, let's get back to Scott Twine. Anyone who knows me and knows when I was on Talking Town, when we were in League One, and I know that seems like a lifetime away and we're obviously nowhere near there now, I was always a massive advocate for Scott Twine. I think if you watch him last night in that game against Sheffield United, brilliant free kick. I mean, he's got the most set-piece goals, I think, in the last, not sure how many seasons. I think that's over. I think was it 16 free kicks they said he scored, direct free kicks? Something like that. I think he's a very good player. Do I think he's good enough for Town at this precise moment where we want to go? As a squad player, yeah, I wouldn't say he's a starter, but I've always been a massive, massive Scott Twine fan. I hope you sorted the video, Rich. Keep up the great work. In awe of you as a Town fan. Thank you very much, Dominic. I'm still not sure how this works on. It doesn't look bothered tonight, but when I wear a shirt with a logo on, it's the opposite way round. And when I do a video, it's nothing to do with my camera settings, because if I take a selfie and I do a normal video, they take it the right way around. It's something with YouTube. I don't know. If anybody knows, come and help me. Pete, I think we're dreaming if we're not getting Joel Pirro. I like Joel Pirro. He's not coming to Town with George Hurst and Chuba Akpom. So go give your head a wobble. Steph, Cruncher, how are you, pal? I'm very good. Charlie says, Twine is good at set pieces and we haven't been good at that recently. Jonathan says, Jason Knight of Bristol City's a good player. It was a loan, Stephen, with a obligation to buy for 7 million. Have you been stabbed in the face? Obviously not. I'll get some weird comments in the chat here. Very weird. Anyway, 39 likes, 94 watching. We're trying to get to 200, so hit the like button. I'm going to stay for another 6 minutes. We're going to go to 20 minutes. Gem Salmon Photography. Great news, mate. Should cheer up Kieran McKenna. He looked very frustrated Friday. Thank you very much, Dominic. Thinking of you from Saturday and your dad not being there too. So, yeah, obviously, I don't know how you moderate, Matt. Get rid of these people out of the chat. Number 8 is still freely. Yeah, so, Dominic, yeah, we've got the funeral tomorrow. So, tough day. Sun's going to shine. So, we'll give my dad a good send-off. Lot of Ipswich Town stuff tomorrow as well. So, I'm looking forward to... seeing Matt. Matt's going to be there. My mate Craig's going to be there. It's a celebration, you know. It's obviously very, very sad, but yeah, it's going to be a celebration. So, right. Dominic says, thinking of you tomorrow. Big love. Thank you, Ian. Gem Salmon Photography. By the way, Rich, great channel. I really appreciate your content. Thank you very much. If you're not subscribed, Gems, hit the subscribe button. You probably are. We're looking to get to 10,000. We've gone over 8,500 now, so we're on the way. Charlie says, need 2 more midfielders. Jonathan, best wishes for tomorrow. Thank you very much. Another bad result yesterday for Posh. 2 defeats. What's going on at London Road? Is old Darren Ferguson under pressure? If you're going to put comments like that, you are not going to get them read out. So just do me a favour and go and play with the traffic in the road. Thank you very much. Dominic Dean, do you think there's any chance Broadhead will stay? The bush has not been cut. It doesn't need cutting. Amari is going. I think Broadhead's going to go as well. Thank you very much, Lee. Thank you very much, David. Thank you, Mark. I've not had anyone say that for a while, so I'm not quite sure why I just come out with that. Neil Fay, any defenders we should be looking at? I think Fry from Borough we're winning with. Ed Sheeran has number 17. If you could have a squad number, what number would you like? Probably number 7. I always used to play number 7 when I was younger. Jonathan says, Posh awful this season, lost too much talent. Thank you very much, Dominic. MB loving the tan, Rich, glowing. I would probably say it's probably a bit of a tan and a bit of sunburn. But that's what happens when you run around in 30-degree heats, refereeing 2 days on the trot. And I've got a game, I think on Wednesday afternoon, St Ives Academy. 2 games back to back. It's going to be about 31 degrees. It's on 3G as well, so I mean my feet will be on fire. Colin Payne, hope things go well tomorrow. Thank you very much. We have got 3.5 minutes left here. Here's one for you. How many goals do you think Chuba Akpom will score for Ipswich Town this season? Any bad reference decisions today then, Rich? Obviously not. I got every single decision correct. So how many goals, Chuba Akpom? Ian says 15. Chris Bond, be interested to know what we're paying Akpom when we go up. 35k is the max we're paying now, apart from Young. No catch stroking this evening, MB. Might be. Maker says 15. Ronaldo, sure it's not the Ronaldo, says 34. Now he said 7. Daniel Bradish says 15. Pete Foy says 20 plus. Matt Stannard says 17. I think if he got 15 plus, I think we'd all be very, very happy. Because I think the goals are going to be shared out. Thank you very much, Adrian. Yeah, I don't really want to read that out because it might make me it might make me cry. He says, look after your mum and boys Monday, they will need you. Thank you very much. Oh, it's an option, says Paul, not an obligation. David says 12. Cruncher got stuck in the deep end at Brum. I got stuck right in the middle of their crowds coming out the ground. I mean, social media, their fans are still crying. They're still crying. What, 2 days on about the penalty? Town fans are getting stuck into them. I mean, yeah, we've played 1 game this season and it's all kicking off. Right, minute and a half to go. Any quick fire questions? And then I'm jumping off here. Why do they call you the Cruncher? Well, if you go on my Facebook, Pete, there's a picture in one of my profile pictures. I'll have to post it up of when I was playing football. I don't think it was a penalty. There was no penalties in the first half, Matt. No golden lives today. Maybe in the week when I do my Bromley kickoff. There's a tackle on there when I had no hair, and they just called it when I was on Talking Town. We were all looking for a nickname, and they called me the Cruncher, Crunching Tackle. There you go. Which team is bigger, Arsenal or Real Madrid? It's obviously Real Madrid. Come on. There's Matt. If you give me penalties for that, mate, we're going to have about 10 penalties a game. Daniel says Akpom is an obligation, not an option. I went around crunching people. I play by the rules, Pete. I play by the rules. Get yourself stuck in. Get your foot in. There's no. You can't say things like that, MBITFC in here, because yes, you cannot say that. There's nothing the matter with the bush. The bush is not getting trimmed. Anyway, thank you for watching. We're going to go now. I'm slowly melting. 200 likes. Hit subscribe. Turn on your notifications bell, because all these people here have probably, they've got the notifications on. And when I go live, here we are. Who will win the 2026 World Cup? Definitely not England. Definitely not England. Neil says, so Sam Morsey learned it all from you. Possibly. Did you miss a game with a sore throat, Rich? There's no Amari Hutchinson illnesses over here, mate. You know, just got to push on through. Anyway, 200 likes. Hit subscribe. We will be back on Tuesday morning. Thank you very much, Art. He says, have a great day tomorrow. Focus on the great times you had. I've recently been through it. Sending you a lot of love. ITFC Mad says, Chopper Crunch, new nickname. Let's get to 200 likes. You know, get to 200 likes. We can do a lot more. If you haven't watched the Saturday sit down, go and have a look at that as well. Thank you, Lee Bayliss. And thanks for watching, everyone. Tube at Akpom, Science for Town, on loan. The goals are going to flow. Fingers crossed. And we're looking forward to seeing him play in the blue and white. Maybe on Tuesday. Maybe we'll have to wait for next Sunday. Matt Stannard, I will see you tomorrow. Elon Musk. Sure, it's not the Elon Musk. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Appreciate all the love. And I will see you Tuesday for the Bromley versus Ipswich Town Carabao Cup preview. Sometime Tuesday morning. Might be lunchtime, but it'll be up at some point. Anyway, all the best, and see you all soon.